I thought I'd give you a quick flip through of an art journal that I use just when I'm watching TV or spending time in the family room chatting with friends. So it lives there, and although the first couple of pages were done in my art room with paints, from then on every page has been done with paint pens. So this was my start. Initially I thought I'll do random backgrounds and then explore different vases over the top. This one was a complete dud and a friend challenged me to improve it. So there you go, that's where it's at the moment. This is the last of my vases. And you can see that this is the start of a very different style. So in some cases, I kept exploring the same pattern, just in different color combinations. Then I started to put different elements together. So in my mind, I was thinking rainbows, but how could I create a rainbow look without solely using the arch? And back to my squares and rectangles, this time in metallics. And this was exploring rainbows and circles. And obviously going back to squares and rectangles is a very relaxing way for me to spend an evening. I like this one with the navy, like it's a purpley colour, making everything pop off the background. These couple I really love too. It's a little bit like Indigenous artwork. So it's not, but it just has those elements of repeated dots and the arches meaning community. And so I explored it in another color range. This one's an incomplete one. I just scribbled the background, and really, again, it was a page I'd left and didn't like. But my friend Janine was down from Townsville and she said, you can do something with it. So as we sat and chatted, some more images appeared over the top. So variation of the theme with the arches. Exploring a few florals. I really loved how this one came out. It was like a teardrop shape or a water droplet shape. Playing with my metallic pens again. And then this one, I don't know what that is. Ant eggs in green. That's what I should call it. They're like the shape of little ant eggs. I love, love, love the color combination here. It started out just like the page on my right, and then I decided I would highlight with a fine line some of the elements. I wasn't sure I liked that, so then I went to filling in the background, but I left the transition because I didn't want to lose the original when I wasn't completely happy with how it was going. These are exactly the same colors, just with different motifs. So this is going by a square flower. And again, exactly the same colors, but just a different pattern. So I can try and, so they're all the same. And what I do is, if I have a large container of my markers, as I use each one, I put it aside into a container like this, so that I know that the colour's already been used, and when I've got enough of a pile here, I just keep reusing those pens, and that's why I know that these colours are all the same, just in different ratios. So sometimes in your art journal you have blur ones, I didn't like this one, so I tried to improve it with the blue, and I haven't managed to do that. So maybe this will be something I'll paint over later, or just leave it as part of my journey. I'm going with the more flowy lines. And again, this one reminded me of hills and the sunrise or sunset. Playing with kisses or crosses, whichever way you want to look at them. Going back to squares, but with circles this time. Squares and rectangles. And again, just in a different color combination. And these were all randomly drawn. I didn't use a ruler. I wanted everything to have that hand felt, hand drawn approach. And you can see here that my favorite color combination is starting to appear more and more often. So there it is, and there it is. So it's a striking combination. This is varying, taking out the greens and putting in the purples. And randomly onto the brights again. I had cups of tea beside me, and so did the rest of the family. We don't own any mugs that look like this, but I was inspired to do some crazy mugs. Back to triangles. Here we go with the river flowing through. And one that's not quite symmetrical. The intention wasn't for symmetry, but it appeared and I just went with it. And the last couple of pages I've gone back to florals. So not in this case. Actually, no, it's going to be a little bit of a step. So this one was the florals. Then I did the spots, triangles, multicolored. I've got a lot before my other flowers. Thinking of ribbons. And this one's probably not quite finished. I'd like to do some more pattern in some of those ribbons. And then here's my last two. So there you go. It was a design on fabric, this style of flower. So then I explored that pattern in different ways. And this one is my last one. So I hope you've enjoyed my flip through. I don't have too many more pages to go, and I'm really unsure. Like initially when I started doing these designs, it was so that I could do vases over the top, but as the book has filled, I think I might use it just as a point of looking at different designs that I've created, looking at the different color combinations. And I think I'll just keep it as it is. And I've already bought another book in exactly the same style and weight. And I'm thinking I might explore more of the florals, which is a little bit new for me. So we'll see how we go. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Bye for now.